But can you see the new amendments causing directors and facilitators to think twice before engaging in illegal fee mixing activity?
Yeah, it's still early days in terms of these reforms, so there's not much out there yet in terms of case law, which might be a good thing. But I certainly think we'll see a change to that going forward, unless of course these laws are so effective that there's 100% deterrence from engaging in this activity. I think the reforms will be effective and have some effect in stopping this activity, mainly because directors are now prevented from improperly backdating directorship resignations or leaving the company without a director, as we previously touched on. There are hefty penalties involved, so you're looking at imprisonment of up to 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, fines of around $1 million, as well as compensation to be paid back to the company. So those are, quite compelling things not to do that.
And of course that goes not just for the directors, but for the facilitators.
Facilitators as well, other professionals as well can be caught up. And of course, ASIC's drive and motivation to crack down on this activity. You don't want to be in the way.
No. And do you think that the amendments will deliver better outcomes for creditors?
That's a good question. I think there will be some form of good returns for creditors in line with these reforms. I think the first thing, the ATO, for example, can now go after directors personally for unpaid GST liabilities. So the ATO has an extra avenue of recovery, if you like, particularly if the company goes under, to go after directors personally. So that helps the ATO as a creditor. Second, obviously the reforms add to a liquidator's arsenal in terms of going after assets for the benefit of creditors. So it's like an extra voidable transaction plan, if you like.
Right.
So ideally that would lead to clawbacks, which the creditors can avail of. And I think just by design, these laws seek to keep assets or proceeds of assets with the company. And of course, if the assets are there, as opposed to being siphoned out for no or undervalue, you'd like to think that the creditors would be able to benefit from the assets or proceeds of assets that are there, as opposed to them going somewhere else.